Hey guys, how's it going? As I film this, it is January 6, 2016, and my Bengals have wrapped up the regular season with a win against the Baltimore Ravens and are preparing for their playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've never wanted the Bengals to win a game more in my life than I want them to win this Saturday. The Steelers are a huge rival of the Bengals, and they placed the curse on the Bengals 10 years ago when the Bengals finally got back to the playoffs. They wanted to get defeated by the Steelers when Carson Palmer got hurt. And I've been around since 1992. The Bengals have not won a playoff game since the 1990 season. So it's been 25 long years. I want to see a Bengal win in the postseason in my lifetime. So I'm hoping and praying that they get it done this weekend. And that will play into if I make another Bengal grass vid, because if the Bengals lose, and the Bengals shows are over, so no more autographs to get. But until that happens, hopefully they win. And I will recap the past 4 weeks of shows that I've gone to and all the different autographs I've gotten. So the first autograph I got for part 4 of Bengal Grass was of Reggie Nelson. He is the Bengals safety who leads the league in interceptions. And he was at Beyond the Stripes, and I got a picture of him right here that he signed. And he also signed my football, which has been filling up kind of a lot. I mean, you can't really tell unless you know like who's signed, whose autographs I had put on here over the last few weeks. But it looks pretty nice, I think. It's definitely running out of room, so hopefully if the Bengals win and they do more shows, more players could sign their autographs on that if I haven't already gotten them on that already. But he signed my football as well as the picture, and then he also signed that banner that I got. So I got his autograph on my football, the picture, and the banner, and that was the first autograph for part 4. The second autograph for this video was of AJ McCarron, backup turned starter with Dalton getting hurt. He's played pretty well. I think he'll do well enough, or at least I hope he does well enough to help the Bengals finally move on in the postseason. And at Beyond the Stripes, he signed a picture for me, the one that they give away. And this is different looking from the first one I got, because the first one he was in I think an orange practice jersey, but here he's actually in a game jersey. So that was pretty cool to get that. And then because I already got him on my football, I just have him sign my banner as well. And you can see his autograph right there on that picture. And then the following week, because the Bengals had played on a Monday night, they actually had Bengals line get moved to Tuesday as opposed to Monday. So I went up, and the guests were Cedric Awuehi and Marcus Hunt, since we were going to be right across the street from Beyond the Stripes, which starts at 7. So when I got there, Cedric Awuehi was wrapping up his segment for the 6 o'clock hour. And I was able to get his autograph on my football, and I was able to get his autograph on my banner. And then pretty much as soon as he signed that, and I went back to wait for Marcus Hunt to get there, the second guest, Marcus Hunt shows up. So he was able to sign my football as well, and he also signed my banner. And then after he signed that, we head on down to Beyond the Stripes, where the guest was Josh Shaw. And unfortunately, the Enquirer did not print any more print pictures of Shaw. Second time this season they've done that. They did once with Eric Winston, and then they dropped the ball again with Josh Shaw. So I don't know what was going on there, but Shaw, I think he already signed my football, so I just had him sign my banner, and you can see his autograph right there. And then that was the week before the regular season finale against the Ravens. So went to the Bengals game. The Ravens won, and then the following, or the Bengals won. Excuse me, not the Ravens. I went to the Bengals game, and the Bengals defeated the Ravens to wrap up the regular season, to finish with a record of 12-4, and then head into the playoff week. Bengal fever has pretty much reached a all-time high, rivaled only by the probably how high it was during the 05 season. And I guess to cap off the beginning of the playoffs, they had a couple big guests. For Bengals line, the guest was Marvin Jones, one of the standout wide receivers, along with AJ Green and Mohamed Sanu. And I've never been able to get his autograph. He's been on the team for like 3 years, I think. 3-4 years, and I've always tried to get him at training camp. I could never do it, and I've never been able to go to a show where he has been signing. But I was at work Monday during lunch. I just see on Twitter that he's going to be there, and usually it takes me forever to get home because of rush hour when I leave at 5. But I booked at home, got my stuff, and headed on down to the Holy Grail for Bengals line because this might have been my only chance to get his autograph. And got there in time, and he signed my football, and he also signed my banner. Then the other guest for Bengals line, aside from Marvin Jones, was who was it? It was Chris Lewis-Harris. So Chris Lewis-Harris, he already signed my football, so I just had him sign my banner. So on Bengals line, I got Marvin Jones and Chris Lewis-Harris. Then the following day, Tuesday, for Beyond the Stripes, the guest was Tyler Eifert, but they're also doing Red's Hot Stove at the Holy Grail. So before we went down to the Lager House for Beyond the Stripes, we went up to the Holy Grail to meet J.J. Hoover, Reds relief pitcher. He has struggled quite a bit recently during his time with the Reds, but nice guy, free autograph, so I can't really complain. But I just hope he is able to put it all together this season. And then after we went to get Hoover's autograph, we headed down to Beyond the Stripes. And as I said, the guest was Tyler Eifert. And it was the third time I met Eifert this season. I met him at Bengals line, and I met him at an earlier episode of Beyond the Stripes. So he signed my football already, and I got a picture of him. And he also signed my bobblehead. And you actually see the picture behind me, right there. That's the one he signed from Beyond the Stripes. So this time, all I had him do was sign my banner, and he signed it right there. And yeah, that is it for Bengalgrass 2015 Part 4. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel by clicking that button. Follow me on Twitter at Cincy Fan Zone, and check out my website, cincyfanzone.blogspot.com. Every YouTube video on my channel is up over there as well. And I also write weekly blog posts for it, post pictures, bobbleheads, autographs, a lot of stuff is up there. And yeah, I hope the Bengals win so I can make Bengalgrass 2015 Part 5. Send all your good vibes and thoughts the Bengals way, and hopefully they can come away with a playoff win. Boo day.